The world of fanfiction never ceases to amaze me. It's a place where the passion of a fanbase is married with the creativity of the individuals that reside within, allowing for fresh stories to emerge at will. While not everything is a winner, that doesn't change the fact that people dedicate their time and efforts to adding to the lore of something they dearly love. Enter Predator: Dark Ages, a crowdfunded venture that raised £5,525. The short doesn't skimp on production, creating a believable world that turns its limitations into strengths. Packed full of gore but never shying away from offering a story, although Seed offers a bit too much exposition, in my opinion. What you've got is a tight, taut film that honors the Predator franchise while giving it a breath of fresh air. While comics surrounding this character have seen the Yoja appear all over Earth, Siberia, Chile, Kenya, Alaska, it appears that only a few comics have seen the creature in other time periods: Predator, 1718, Predator, Helkamawakan, and Predator, The Pride at Nagasa. Of those, the first two are United States-centric and the third is set in the early, mid-20th century, so it's still relatively recent. But having a Predator story take place hundreds of years ago raises a lot of questions. What is it about Earth that they keep coming back? What other cultures have been attacked by the Yoja and how has that influenced their mythology and folklore? And perhaps most exciting of all, what other time periods saw these extraterrestrials? What if one met a group of Spartan warriors? Perhaps my favorite idea I thought up was imagining a Yoja landing on Earth hundreds of millions of years ago to square off against dinosaurs. A predator against a flock of velociraptors. Hollywood, you can have that one for free. Written and directed by James Bush, Predator: Dark Ages stars Adrian Boucher, Am Tashimi, Sabine Crossan, Ben Lloyd Holmes, John Campling, Joe Egan, and Philip Lane. Also, make sure to stay connected with all things Predator with 20th Century Fox's official fan app. Download it here. This past Friday, Blumhouse and writer-director Leigh Whannell's new sci-fi action horror flick Upgrade hit theaters. How did it do? Let's find out. The film opened in 6th place for the weekend, earning an estimated $4.46 million debut. Micro-budgeted feature surpassed Box Office Mojo's expectations as it took advantage of the best reviews of the new titles this weekend. It's on track for a solid run, possibly topping $10 million. Exit polling was very positive, with 46% of the overall audience giving it a definite recommend, scoring best with younger males with 90% rating it excellent or very good. Overall, 76% of the audience was 25 years or older, while 64% of the audience was male versus 36% female. Did you catch the film in theaters this past weekend? Make sure to let us know what you thought in the comments below or on Facebook, Twitter, and/or Instagram. The new Blumhouse film is written and directed by Leigh Whannell, Saw, Insidious, and stars Logan Marshall Green, Prometheus, The Invitation, and Betty Gabriel, Get Out. The film is now playing in theaters. Synopsis: after his wife is killed during a brutal mugging that also leaves him paralyzed, Gray Trace Logan Marshall Green is approached by a billionaire inventor with an experimental cure that will upgrade his body. The cure, an artificial intelligence implant called STEM, gives Gray physical abilities beyond anything experienced and the ability to relentlessly claim vengeance against those who murdered his wife and left him for dead. Coming out on DVD and digital platforms tomorrow is Sony Pictures Home Entertainment's The Rake, which is inspired by the creepypasta of the same name. To give you an inkling of what this film is going to bring, we've got a rather NSFW nudity clip which sees a woman in the woods as she confronts a strange and terrifying creature. At a young age, Ashley and Ben witnessed the brutal murder of their parents. Years later, Ashley is still convinced it wasn't someone, but something that killed her parents, and now she's tormented by the thought of the rake returning for her and her family. Is Ashley traumatized, or is the creature inside her real? Directed by Tony Wash, who co-wrote the film with Jeremy Silva, The Rake stars Isabella Miko, Shanae Grimes-Beach, and Rachel Melvin. Alex Garland's Annihilation starring Natalie Portman is based on the first novel in Jeff Vandermeer's Southern Reach trilogy. So does that mean Garland plans to make the other 2 books into films? Evidently not. I've got no objection to someone else doing that, but I'm not interested in the idea of a sequel, Garland told IndieWire. I feel like we made this movie and this is the movie we made. The studio has not announced any plans to develop a sequel, and Garland is not thinking about it either. When the thing is done, I am done with it, Garland added. I instantly start moving on, so I don't even have an opinion on an Annihilation sequel. All the way through I was clear with everyone, from the studio to the cast. I told everyone that I didn't really see it as part of a franchise. He continues, my goal was to make this film and do the best job I can. I didn't even conceptualize it as the start of a trilogy. Sequels are just not something I'm interested in doing. It's like when you don't like steak, you don't make the decision not to eat steak, you just don't eat steak. I just don't do sequels. Are you upset that Garland doesn't have plans to finish Vandermeer's Southern Reach trilogy? Make sure to hit us up and let us know what you think in the comments below or on Facebook, Twitter, and/or Instagram. Annihilation is now available to own on digital, DVD, and Blu-ray. Bonus content, Part 1 Southern Reach Refractions. See how director Alex Garland created the tone, textures and color palettes for the various film environments on set. For those that follow, listen to the cast's perspective on their roles and learn why they found the story so intriguing. Part 2 Area X Shimmer. See how filmmakers transformed real set locations to create the world of Annihilation. Vanished into havoc. Check out all the action as cast and crew walk you through the mind-blowing stunts and special effects. Part 3 To the Lighthouse Unfathomable Mind. Learn why the visual effects are integral to achieving director Alex Garland's overall vision for Annihilation. The Last Phase. Listen to the cast and crew share their fondest memories from filming Annihilation. By IT Here synopsis. Biologist and former soldier Natalie Portman, is shocked when her missing husband, Oscar Isaac, comes home near death from a top-secret mission into the Shimmer, a mysterious quarantine zone no one has ever returned from. Now, Lena and her elite team must enter a beautiful, deadly world of mutated landscapes and creatures, to discover how to stop the growing phenomenon that threatens all life on Earth.